And Robinson coming off the win against Olney on Saturday night. And the people down there are a little bit upset. They keep talking down there about how physical the game was. And supposedly the radio announcer said, "Get used to it, folks. That's the Apollo Conference. And in 2 years, Olney and Salem will be in it." So apparently they think it's pretty much a done deal down there. We haven't heard it as an official thing at our end of it, but we know it's been rumored. Well, that'll make a nice conference. It'll be a long drive from Salem to Paris, but that's for them to worry about, I guess.
Yeah, really. It's been talked about for a while, and we see some of the conferences beginning to change quite a bit. And the NAC conference with Lawrenceville, Red Hill going to the Little Illini, then with the Salem and Olney slipping out of NAC. Then
and apparently Fairfield and Carmire going to Black Diamond in the South, so it's
NAC is going to be about the end, probably.
That leaves Flora and Mount Carmel if I'm adding things up right.
The big two.
Yeah. And of course that has to change. Mount Carmel talking to the Indiana people, I guess Princeton, Jasper, Washington area about forming a new conference.
Which over there I think is the Big 8. Yeah.
Charleston is 11-12. I'm not sure what their conference record is, but I think they've been playing a little better as of late. They go with number 10, Scott Frankie, a 5'10 senior. Number 22, Andrew Schneers, a 6'4 senior. Chris Brooks, a 6-foot senior, wearing number 23. Ryan Buckler, 6'4 senior, wearing number 33. And Kyle Emerton, number 42, a 6'4 senior. So we'll go 5 seniors tonight, 6'4", 6'4", 6'4", 6 foot, 5'10", coached by Jeff Miller. 3 officials on the floor: Carl Repking from Effingham, Bob Slipke from Effingham, and Kent Rhodes from Paris. Pretty good crowd tonight. This was senior night here in Charleston, which always helps.
Had a good crowd traveled up here from Robinson tonight. This side of the gym filled up quicker than the other
Yes,
side.
it did. Of course, there's a lot of parents in the lobby.
Yeah. Nick Brooks and Ryan Buckler will be in the center circle for the jump ball as we get things underway. Mr. Repking will toss it up. Let's get going here. Tip. Brad Wackemeyer picks it up for the Maroons, gives it back to Nick. Nick Brooks from 18, won't go. Rebound tipped around, controlled by the Tigers. Schneers had it, and Tyson Snitker gets right on Scott Frankie right up front. Inside to Buckler, he kicks it back out to Brooks. Schneers brings it around to Frankie. And it's Chris Brooks with it out front. Cook Lowry on him, and Chris Brooks threw it to the guy in the red jacket on the first row. Surprised him. But he caught it, made a nice play, and the officials got it back. It's Maroon ball. Snitker will have it out front for the Maroons. Down in the corner to Lowry, back inside. Nice move by Brooks.
And
past it.
Got his man in the air, leaned into him, and put it up.
Nick Brooks will go to the line to shoot one. I wasn't sure.
Ryan Buckler's first foul for Charleston, first team foul.
Whether that was going to be continuation or not.
Well, this is a college town, you know.
There you go. In and out, so it's 2-0 Maroons lead here. Just underway in Charleston, the Apollo Conference ball game with the Charleston Trojans. Maroons 2-0 over the Trojans, and that's Chris Brooks as he comes over to Schneers for the Trojans. Gives it back to Emberton. Emberton again on the wing to Schneers, and a whistle.
Got a hold underneath.
Nick, that was away from the ball. I guess that's why they got.
That's why they have 3 officials.
Yeah, that's just what I was going to say. Somebody's watching the lane, I guess. Trojans will bring it in. A little bit of. I missed that. I was looking down.
I was too.
So Well, they want to, now we got the foul on the rebound, and that's probably going to be against Chris Brooks of Charleston. No.
Red 1-3, huh?
I think this is going to get interesting because we're starting out really good here. Into Emberton. Back down in the corner to Brooks. Charleston's Chris Brooks. He brings it inside. Tries to turn around. Lackameyer blocks it out of bounds. Trojans will keep it. Don't look down. We'll miss something here.
Brad Lackameyer making his presence known. He's come off the bench with real good minutes in the last month.
Brad getting the starting assignment tonight in place of Chris Brooks for Robinson. Chris rolled an ankle a little bit down Ollie the other night, and they're going to protect that a little. Underneath was Snipker with a rebound. Down in a hurry, there's Lowry. No foul. And Lowry says, wait a minute, I'll just get it back the same way. Didn't work, did it? Down in the corner to Chris Brooks. Up for three and got it. 3-2. Charleston leads it. Took a while and about, let's see.
2 minutes.
How long this lasts. Lowry to Snipker. Tyson thought about it. Jared gives it back to Tyson in the corner to Lowry. Kirk puts up a three. Won't go. Rebound. Trojans. Emberton. The 6'4" senior. One of the better big men in the area is this Kyle Emberton. And the Trojans throw it away again. So it'll be Maroons ball. 3-2 in favor of Charleston. We've played a couple of minutes here in the first quarter. Snipker with the ball. To Lowry in the corner. Kirk gives it back out front. Tyson back to Lowry. In the middle, Nick Brooks. Didn't get the roll. Rebound's going to be probably Schneers. White, 22. Maroons ball out of bounds.
Out of bounds, Robinson.
Tyson brings it in deep to Lowry. Kirk gives it back to Tyson. Now Kirk's got it again. Tyson. In the lane, 15-footer. Got it. Tyson Snipker. Make it 4-3 Maroons now. Full court pressure. Schneers gives it to Chris Brooks, and then Chris will bring it down for Charleston. Back to Schneers, back out front to Frankie. Chris Brooks with it. Now to Frankie. Frankie drives inside, dumps it back out. 18-footers up, no good. Rebound. Frankie has it put back. Nick Brooks got the block. Frankie went down. It's going to be out of bounds to the Trojans underneath. A couple of substitutions for Charleston as Brandon Murphy comes in for the Trojans. And who else? Oh, there it is.
Nathan Holman.
Nathan Holman. Holman with the ball in the middle. That's Scott Emberton. Scott Emberton on the layup. 5-4 Charleston. Scott got loose from his man, took the inbounds pass and scored. Lowry back to Snipker. Kirk Lowry, thought about it. Cross court, Jared Whitby put up a three. Little hard, comes back out in the hands of Brooks. He takes it down in a hurry. Goes inside, kicks it back out of the corner for three, no good. Emberton with a rebound, works hard underneath, got the shot. Kyle Emberton, 7-4. Trojans by 3. Lowry in the corner. Trojans basically a zone defense. Knocked out of bounds by Emberton. Maroons ball underneath their own basket. Tyson gives it into Lowry, back out front to Whipke. Now Snipker will take it and run the offense. A 2-3 zone by the Trojans. Snitker. Back to Lowry. Kirk goes for three. Off the mark. Rebound tipped around. Controlled by Nick Brooks. Nick's a three-pointer. Comes up short. Out of bounds. Going to go to Charleston. 3:15 to go in the first quarter. 7-4. Trojans lead it. And into the ball game comes Kent Tedford for Lackameyer. Brad takes a seat. Kent will go down on defense and pick up Brandon Murphy as he'll throw it in bounds. Full court pressure by the Maroons. Holman brings it down hard behind the back. Back out front. Snitker on him. Over to Chris Brooks. Chris moves inside. Nice move. Takes it up and in. Got the bucket. Chris Brooks. Nice move. (9-4) Trojans lead. Cross court. Now back to Snitker in the middle. Tyson from 15. Got it. Tyson Snitker. Make it 9-6. Trojans lead by 3. Nathan Holman with it. Out front. In the middle of Pemberton. Has it swiped away by Tyson Snitker, and they're going to call a foul on Andrew Schneers. Number 22. Tyson took it away from him. Schneers grabbed him back. He didn't like the call. But it's going to be Maroons' ball. Scott Frankie checks back in for the Trojans. Out front on that zone. Here is Snitker with the ball. In the corner. Back out to Tyson. They go to the other side to Tedford. Tedford to Whipke. Back out to Kemp. Tyson Snitker. They move the ball around the perimeter. Tyson goes for three. Got it. Snitker hasn't missed yet, I don't think. That three ties it at 9. We have a minute 58 to go here in the first quarter. Holman goes inside. Schneers with a shot. And Andrew Schneers puts the Trojans back out in front, 11-9. Tedford. Cross court to Lowry. Back out to Tyson. And Kent Tedford looks inside. Whipped loose for just a minute. Back to Kent. Kent goes for three. Not quite. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Lowry. And Charleston will have it out of bounds. Back into the ball game, or coming into the ball game for the first time, is Combs, number 35 for Charleston. And Tedford comes out. Brad Lackameyer back in for the Maroons. Holman brings it across the line against Snitker. Tyson gets a hand on it, knocks it out of bounds. Charleston will keep it. A little over a minute to go here in the quarter. It's 11-9. Charleston leads by 2. Here comes Chris Brooks back in the ball game for the Trojans, and Scott Frankie will go back to the bench.
He was only in about 10 seconds.
Yeah. Quick change. Little push-off there. Nobody calls. Inside. Shots up. No good. Rebound down to the Robinson. And that's Kirk Lowry with it. He pushes it down in a hurry. Whipke with it out front. And here comes Tyson. Nope, back down the corner to Lowry. Now Tyson will run the clock a little bit with 50 seconds to go in the quarter. 11-9. Trojans by 2. No foul call. Nick Brooks works outside, double team, gives it to
Charleston's at a box and 1 now.
Chasing Nick. Whipke for 3. In and out. Rebound, knocked out of bounds, Maroons ball. .30 seconds on the clock, 30.1. 11-9. Trojans by 2. Maroons will bring it in under their own basket. Out deep to Whipke. Gives it back to Tyson. 20 seconds on the clock. They'll let it run down. Lowry with it. They watch the clock. Cross court to Whipke. Down to 12. Now 10. Now they're moving. Lowry for three. Not quite. Rebound Trojans. Clock's going to run out. It'll be good if it goes. Close. We've played a quarter 11-9. Charleston Trojans lead it by 2. Well, pediatrician Dr. John Flew is now seeing patients at the CMH Pediatric Clinic located in Suite C of the CMH Medical Center at 1000 North Allen Street in Robinson. He's had extensive experience with newborn deliveries and resuscitation, normal newborn care, and inpatient and outpatient pediatric care. The CMH Pediatric Clinic is a provider for HealthLink, Blue Cross Blue Shield, First Care of Illinois, Medicaid, and most PPOs associated with Crawford Memorial Hospital. For more information about Dr. Flew or his services, please call CMH Pediatric Clinic at 618-544-5222. That's Crawford Memorial Hospital and Health Services, working toward a healthier tomorrow. Weber Insurance and Realty offers complete life insurance through Cincinnati Life to cover all your personal and business needs. When it comes to personal insurance, Weber Insurance can provide you with mortgage insurance, consumer debt coverage, estate planning for family or estate taxes, and a lot more. Let Weber Insurance put your mind at ease with complete coverage through Cincinnati Life Insurance. See Weber Insurance and Realty on the east side of the square in Robinson. Quarter number 2 coming up. Maroons will have Whipke, Lackameyer, Nick Brooks, Lowry, and Snitker on the floor. Trojans' Nathan Holman gets it across to Murphy. Back underneath off the rim. That was intended pass to Emberton, but they missed. Whipke out on the perimeter. Now Tyson. Snitker. Now Whipke. And Snitker takes it in the lane, kicks it back to Lowry. Lowry cross court, nice move to Ripke. A little 10-footer, won't go. Rebound, Brad Lackameyer puts it up and in. Lackameyer with good position for the rebound, put it back. We're tied at 11. That's Brooks with it out front for the Trojans. Now back over to Murphy. And to Pemberton. Brings a big guy out. He gives it off to Brooks. Chris puts up the shot and got it. Give him 3. Chris Brooks of the Trojans, now 14-11. A 3-point lead. We got a timeout call by the Robinson bench, and it's going to be a short one. Union Planters Bank in Robinson offers complete banking services. They're proud to back the Maroons in tonight's ball game. Good luck to the Maroons from Union Planters Bank in Robinson. They're a member FDIC. And don't forget, for the best deal in tires, go to Marathon Tire for Bridgestone, Michelin, Falls, and Goodyear tires. Quality tires at the right price at Marathon Tire Incorporated, 400 East Main in Robinson, your complete car care center. And First Robinson Savings Bank, proud to be your hometown bank, serving Crawford County for over 119 years. Deal with the people you know and trust. That's First Robinson Savings Bank. They're ready to take care of all your financial needs. They're a member FDIC and an equal housing lender. They're a real community bank. Well, after that Robinson timeout, Maroons have it. They trail at 14-11 here in the second quarter. Snitker with it out front, gives it to Kent Tedford in the corner. Kent slipped in on that timeout. Foul's going to be called underneath. Looks like against Brandon Murphy. White number 11. That'll be Maroons' ball underneath their own basket.
Team foul number 4 for Charleston. Murphy's first.
Out deep to Whipke. Jared goes back to Tyson. And now to Whipke. To Snitker. Jared thought about it. Snitker from 15. Missed the shot. A little off balance. 14-11. Crowd wants a foul. Maroons stay with that man-to-man. Nathan Holman works it out front. Gives it to Chris Brooks. And Brooks gives it back to Murphy. Now to Holman. Oh, he fouled. Oh, my. Made the basket. That could be a 4-pointer.
That's Whitkey's first.
Chris Brooks drilled the 3 and got fouled on the play. He'll be at the line for 1. And this could be a 4-point play. Don't see that very often.
That's the third 3-point basket by Chris Brooks.
17-11 the score, and it could be 18-11. And it is. Full court pressure, and the foul's going to be called.
That's going to be Schneers, and that's 3 on Schneers. And the 15 foul. He runs directly to the bench.
You knew that, and in comes Quentin Combs again.
This kid played a heck of a game in the JV game. I don't know if
Combs?
Yeah. I don't remember him or not, but he played a whale of a ball game.
Combs
is 6'2" junior.
Making his second appearance. He was in just for a short time in the first quarter. Nick Brooks bounces one to Lackamore. Brad goes up, gets his own rebound, loses it out of basket. Had the right idea. 5:54 to go in the half. It's an 18-11 ball game. Trojans in front at this point. Full court pressure by the Maroons. And they give it to Nathan Holman to bring it down against Tyson Snitka. Holman on the drive, gets in the crowd. Where's the foul? I think Brooks it's on the floor. And Brooks, nope. Tyson. Well, the Trojans will have it out of bounds under their own basket. They get it in to Brooks in the corner. He takes it back out. Holman will handle it now. Gives it over to Murphy. Murphy into the key. Has to give it back out front. Now Brooks with it again. Tries to go inside, a no-look pass, and Brad Lackamore just snaps it out of the air.
Well, the Charleston player didn't look either.
Nick Brooks for 3. Long rebound comes back to the hands of Holman. Down in a hurry, breakaway. Foul's going to be against Nick Brooks, so they're not going to call a basket interference, are they?
Fouls behind.
We'll shoot 2.
Going to call it intentional.
Well, I think Nick was going for the ball, trying to pin it on the backboard. I was afraid they were going to do a basket interference. So that's going to be, who is that? Chris Brooks at the line for Charleston. 18-11.
He's 1 for 1.
And he gets that one.
19-11. Charleston's up.
Timeout by the Robinson bench. And wants a full timeout. Well, we can do a little business now. With spring coming on, we hope. Merchandise is now arriving at Rural King Supply. Be sure you're ready. Check out the new riding lawnmowers. They've got several models by Simplicity, Yardman, Snapper, and Range King. Rural King Supply also has push mowers, rear tying tillers, and grass seed. Don't forget to pick up the dormant bug spray, too. All this at your Rural King Supply on Route 33 east of Robinson.
I bet they still got snow shovels and stuff, too.
I bet they have, too.
They haven't used them yet.
They might run a sale on snow shovels the way the weather's been, and that's a good idea to go out and pick one up for next year. You know, I'm not. The silk and satin, I'd rather go buy the grass seed. Maroons back out on the floor after that timeout.
If you could just get somebody to cut it.
That pretty well destroyed most of mine. Let's see, Brooks will be at the line with the second of 2. He made his first one. (19-11). He can make a 20. And he does. Lowry with it, and Snipker with it out front. Let's see if we're still boxing one. It looks like it with Combs following Brooks around. Lowry with the ball. Inside, back to Nick. Nick makes a move for the basket. Ooh, no foul. Ball's rebounded by Lackamire. He's fouled as he puts it back up. And Brad Lackamire will go to the line to shoot two. 4:39 on the clock. And the boos you hear come from the other side of the gym.
Foul call on Kyle Emberton, his first. Team foul number 6.
Maroons up by 9 here with 4:39 to go in the half. I say Maroons up. They trail by 9. Lackamire missed his first one. Got that one. You know, it broke the ice for a while. It was almost 2 minutes before the Maroons scored. 20-12. They trail by 8 here with about 4.5 minutes to go in the half. Holman gives it to Brooks. Brooks can shoot 3. Kirk Lowry's drawing him now. There's a long 3, and he drills it. That's Brandon Murphy. And it's 23-12, an 11-point lead for the Trojans here in the first half. Don't want to get them fueled up too much here. They've shot very well, and they've played good defense. Ripke gets it back out to Snitker. Tyson over to Kirk. Back to Tyson. Back to Lowry. We've got a foul.
That was pretty much incidental contact, I thought.
We've had some bodies on the floor and nothing called.
Yeah, but Murphy with the foul, his second, team foul number 7.
And that should be, 1-on-1, guys. Let's put, it was on to Brooks. Okay, Nick Brooks will be at the line, 1 and bonus. With Silk and Satin Bridal Shops ready to serve you from 10 to 5 during the week, 10 to 2 on Saturdays. After hour appointments are available. Silk and Satin Bridal Shop located on the west side of the square in Robinson. Well, Nick got his first one. Chris Brooks checks back in the ball game for the Trojans now, number 23. Nick's got 2. Cuts that down to 23-14 now, a 9-point lead. That's Holman with it out front for the Trojans. Screen set. Holman goes around. That's an offensive foul called against Nathan Holman as Kirk Lowry had set up good and solid and got hammered. Maroons ball out of bounds. Kent Tedford checks in the ball game for Kirk Lowry for the Maroons. We got 3:30 to go in the half. 23-14. The Charleston Trojans lead it here.
Murphy with 2 fouls is switched off, and Combs is chasing Nick Brooks now.
Ripke with it out on the wing. Lackamire stepped on the baseline. Nope. Foul was called
on Everton.
Well, Lackamire broke around Everton and went down, so the foul was called on Scott Everton, or Kyle Everton. I'll get his name in a minute. And Brad will go to the line to shoot a 1 and bonus. Tonight's ball game is brought to you in part by Hershey Chocolate and the Robinson plant, where they manufacture Heath, Milk Duds, Sixlets, Paydays, and Whopper candies. That's Hershey Chocolate right here in Robinson. Brad's shots missed. Ripke with a good rebound. Tyson Snitker off the glass and in. Tyson's something like 5 for 1. Emberton with the ball, puts it up, doesn't go, loose ball. Ripke with a rebound. Jared's been tough on the boards tonight. Snitker. Maroons trying to put a push on here with 2:48 to go in the half. 23-16, they trail. Here's Jared for 3. Drills it. Jared Ripke for 3. Big 3. We're within 4. Down in a hurry is Holman. And the Charleston coach wants a timeout. The Trojans will go to the bench and talk it over. 23-19. The Maroons have come back from an 11-point deficit to cut that lead down to 4.
I think it's a full.
Well, thanks to Cellular One for providing us with free phone service to coordinate the production of community events. We'd like to invite you to stop by at Cellular One, located at 102 East Main on the north side of the square right next to Judy's Cafe. Check out the variety of phones available. They've got several models and calling plans to choose from. That's at Cellular One, their new location on the north side of the square in Robinson. Back on the floor, it's going to be Trojan ball. 2:36 to go, 23-19. Charleston leads it here by 4. Things are tightening up a little bit. Chris Brooks to Murphy. Now to Holman. A little crisscross. Brooks for 3. Didn't get that one. Nick Brooks for the big rebound. Nick down in a hurry. Look out. Off in the corner. Jared Whipke for 3. Not quite. Rebound to Combs, and here come the Trojans in a hurry. Murphy in the corner. Back out front. Murphy. Oh, that was, Murphy. Foul's got to be called.
That's Whipke. His second, and it's team foul number 6. So both teams will be in bonus for the final 2:02.
Lackamore and Lowry checked back in the lineup for the Maroons. J.B. Holmes was in there, and I missed that on that last time out.
Too.
J.B. comes out, and along with Kent Tedford. Shot won't go. Rebound, Kirk Lowry. Snitker with 1:50 to go, gives it to Lowry. Back out to Tyson. 23-19, Trojans by 4. Maroons working to catch it up here by halftime. They trailed by 11 at one time. Tyson Snitker puts it up. Got it. 23-22. Maroons trail by 1.
Snitker with 12 points already.
Intercepted by Snitker. Tyson drives hard to the bucket. Drops it off to Lackamore, but he's fouled on the floor before he gets there. But it'll be a 1-and-1, and Tyson will be at the line.
I think that's Holman.
32, right.
His second, team foul number 10, so it's a double bonus now.
Hey, we're going to shoot 2 anyway, won't we? Well, a chance to tie and go ahead right here. After trailing by 11. Oh, did he miss?
In and out.
That, he's missed 1 field goal attempt. Nick Brooks comes out. J.B. Holmes checks back in the lineup for the Maroons.
Minute 17. Nick's got 2 fouls. He may set out the rest of the way.
Tyson's got it. He ties it at 23. Murphy gives to Brooks. Lowry guards him. Tyson comes out on Murphy. That's Whipke on Murphy. That's Holman with the ball now. Tyson guards him. To Combs. To Murphy. Trying to break somebody into the basket. Brooks drives behind the back. Good defense by Lowry. Holman makes the drive against Snitker. Little fadeaway. Got the roll. Nice shot. 25-23.
Let's see if Robinson holds the ball there about 10 seconds. Call timeout and get Nick in the game for the final 10.
Well, I think they'll do that, except maybe call the timeout. We'll see what happens. Tyson runs the clock down at 15. Makes a move, goes inside to Lackamore. Lackamore loses it on the floor, picked up by J.B. Holmes, kicked around. Charleston with the ball. Murphy brings it across the line, drives against Whipke, puts up the fadeaway, got it. At the buzzer, Brandon Murphy got the shot, make it 27-23 here at halftime in favor of the Charleston Trojans. Well, been a heck of a first half, most of it the last 3 minutes of the second quarter, and it's really been fun. 27-23. Charleston leads it. Well, the next time you need tires, go to Marathon Tire. They sell Bridgestone, Michelin, Falls, and Goodyear tires. Quality tires at the right price at Marathon Tire Incorporated, 400 East Main in Robinson. You'll get the best deal in tires at Marathon Tire, your complete car care center. Well, the Silk and Satin Bridal Shop at their new location on the west side of the square where the Vogue used to be. They're ready to serve you from 10 to 5 during the week and 10 to 2 on Saturdays. After-hour appointments are available. That's the Silk and Satin Bridal.
Had very many looks, and only 4 points to show for it.
Well, we'll see what kind of adjustments the Maroons have made here at halftime. 27-23, they trail it by 4. Two of that was a buzzer shot by Brandon Murphy right at the end of the first half. Maroons down. There's Kirk Lowry with it in the corner. Let's see the defense now. For the Trojans, there's Lowry back out front to Whipke. Whipke thought about it, gets back to Kirk. Kirk moves inside, little jumper off the glass, won't go. Lackamore puts it back, missed it, out to Whipke. Jared puts it on the floor, gives it back to Lowry.
It's like a triangle 2 now.
Yeah, such a defense.
Chasing Snitker and Brooks.
And, yeah, that's going to be Chris Brooks on Tyson Snitker. Kirk Lowry, all he's got to do is drill a couple threes, and I think he'll break that pattern a little bit. Here's Brad Lackamore, dumps it off to Tyson, missed the shot. Foul on the floor is going to be against Brad Lackamore. And
that's the first foul on Brad Lackamore.
Maroons will show full court pressure here as Murphy will bring it in for the Trojans. Gives it to Holman. And Chris Brooks. Brandon Murphy. Brooks thought about it, drives, kicks it out in the corner. Inside drive, up off the glass, won't go. Rebound, put back up and in by Murphy. Yeah, Brandon Murphy. The Trojans, let's see, we've got 3 of the original starters on the floor, and Murphy and Holman have started the second half, played most of the first half, but they didn't start the game. Lackamore with it in the corner. Jared Whipke to Kirk Lowry. Inside, nice pass to Lackamore. And foul's going to be called on the rebound.
It's going to be Whipke, and that's going to be number 3 on him.
Oh, really? I was going the other way. Well, 2 quick fouls called against the Maroons here as the half started. 29-23. The Maroons have yet to score here. Played a minute and a half. Here goes Holman, works down against Snitker. Gives it to Brooks. Lowry's got him, screen set. Brooks around, kicks it back out. Emberton in the corner to Murphy. Murphy still got it, back to Emberton. And Brooks. Well, the Trojans.
This gimmick defense is working, and we may see some more of it because Jim Corona, the Effingham coach, is about 30 feet away from us here watching the game tonight. And that's who we got next.
That'll be in Robinson. There's Brooks, puts up the jumper, comes up short, rebound in the hands of Lowry. Kirk pushes it down to Tyson. Snitker on the turnaround.
Nice.
Gets the pass to Brooks. Oh, my. Tyson Snitker, big assist. That's the first bucket for the Maroons here in the half. Came at about 5:40. Brooks. Holman. Murphy. They just do a little weave out front. And Foul's going to be called on
Lowry or Whipke.
We'll wait and see. It's going to be Lowry.
That's good because that would have been 4 on Jared Whipke.
29-25, Maroons trail by 4. Charleston has got the ball. They've got the lead.
Second foul on Kirk Lowry.
Blocked by Nick Brooks.
Controlled over Charleston.
And Holman has it out front. Goes to Murphy, back to Holman. Brooks, back out. Sneers. Sneers goes to Holman. Brooks just knocks Snicker down. Holman. Lowry got a good chunk of him. Nice move to the basket on the drive by Brandon Murphy. This kid,
how come they don't start him?
I don't know. He come off the bench and he scored some points.
9 points.
31-25. Trojans lead by 6.
Played some good defense against Nick Brooks and giving away about 4 inches.
Whipke doesn't get the shot. Lackameyer does the rebound, puts that offensive board back up, and Coach Gillespie wants a timeout. Sherwood. 31-27, a 4-point lead. Crawford Memorial Home Health Care Agency is conducting the FIT Clinic Tuesday, February 26th at the Robinson Senior Citizen Center from 9 to 11 a.m. A registered nurse from Crawford Memorial Home Care Agency will trim and file toenails, apply lotion, and assess feet for any abnormalities. The registered nurse will also instruct each client on proper foot care. The fee is only $15, so to set up an appointment for the foot clinic, please call the Robinson Senior Citizen Center before February 26th. Call them at 618-544-8811. That's Crawford Memorial Home Health Care Agency, a tradition of caring. 31-27, Trojans lead it over the Maroons here in the third quarter. Trojan ball. Holman brings it down the floor against Snitka. On the break to the bucket. Yeah, nice defense, so to cut that back door off, and the Trojans lose it out of bounds, and it's going to be Maroons ball.
Here comes Tedford in the game for Lowry.
Snitka will bring it down. Gives to Whipke, over to Tedford. Kent's got it. Gives it back to Jared. Back to Kent. To Jared. To Kent. Kent's going to go 3. Got it. Kent Tedford. Big 3 for Kent Tedford. 31-30 now.
With the triangle 2, that shot's open.
Well, they've got to hit some threes to break that. Fadeaway, got it.
Nice shot.
Nice shot by Nathan Holman.
That's a tough play.
Yeah, got the corner of the backboard on that. Did you see that bank shot? I bet he didn't call it. 33-30. Trojans by 3. Maroons getting back into this. Whipke thought about it. Gives it back over to Kent. Now Jared. Jared's going to go 3. Won't go. Rebound. Brad Lackameyer out to Snitka. Tyson for 3. Not quite. And they'll let it go out of bounds. It'll be Charleston ball. Well, Tyson had a streak in the first half. He's missed a couple of shots the second half, but they'll get back into it. 33-30, Charleston leads it. And let's see, we've got Quentin Combs back in the game for Charleston, number 35.
I think Chris Brooks went out, for Charleston.
Yep. Knocked away, or Emberton got it. Rebound, knocked away. Charleston will keep it. But good defense under the basket by Lackameyer that time as they kept Emberton away from that offensive rebound and putting it back. Sneers takes it inside to Quentin Combs. Back out front. Holman. Maroons playing good defense here. In the corner to Murphy. Murphy's done him some damage. Long 3, won't go. Snitka rebound. Tyson he slows it up. 2:35 to go here in the third quarter. 33-30, Charleston leads it. Kent Tedford in the corner. Goes inside to Lackameyer. Back to Kent. To Jared. Whipke in the corner. Tedford puts up the 3. Comes up short. Right back into the hands of Sneers. Trojans push it down. That's Andrew with the ball. Almost stole. Holman works against Snitka. Sneers to Emberton. Shot from outside by Holman. Won't go. Tedford. Rebound. Gives it to Jared Whipke. 1:50 to go in the third quarter. 33-30. Not a very big scoring ball game, is it?
No.
Jared Whipke. Lackamore. Jared, come on, guys. Tedford. Nick Brooks from outside. Knocked down. No call. Down in a hurry. Brandon Murphy on the layup. That's a big breakaway right there. 35-30, Charleston. Brooks inside to Lackamore. Brad loses it on the line, and it'll go back to the Trojans.
That was a tough pass. It's down pretty low.
Yeah. 35-30.
Lowry back in for Tedford. Tedford came in, gave him a big three.
Yeah, he did. Played some good defense, got a rebound. Holman will bring the ball down for the Trojans with 1:16 to go here in the third quarter. Maroons trail by 5, 35-30. New face out there, Ryan Buckler, back in the lineup. First time he's been in since first quarter. Holman doesn't get it. Buckler with a rebound, tied up, jump ball. That's with Brad Lackamore. Possession gives it to Charleston.
Yep.
1:02 to go in the third quarter.
This scoreboard does have an arrow for possession, and some of them don't.
Look for that little green light. Nice pass inside, off the glass, won't go. Rebound, Lackamore.
Well, they had the shot they wanted.
Yeah, they did. Missed it. Lowry has it out front. Now Whipke on the way. Under a minute in the third quarter. Whipke to Lackamore. They'd like to go inside to Nick, but he's being bottled up pretty well. Do what you got to do, guys. Lowry will go for three. Doesn't get it. Rebound. Tipped around. Pulled down by Brandon Murphy. Here come the Trojans with 30 seconds. They're going to hold it up. They lead it by 5, 35-30.
Goes into that Nellie Bennett weave again.
That's Holman with it out front. Tyson Snicker guards him. They go inside. Nice defense. Turnaround by Schneers. Gets it back out front. Basket won't go. Rebound. Brad Lackamore. The time ran out. At least they didn't score. So, we played 3 quarters. And the Trojans lead the Maroons 35-30. Well, I'll tell you what.
Neither team in double figures in that quarter.
No, I was going to say, how many points were scored? It was 29-27, wasn't it?
8 for Charleston, 7 for the Maroons.
For 27-23 at half, wasn't it?
Right.
Well, Union Planters Bank in Robinson offers complete banking services. They're proud to back the Maroons in tonight's ball game. Good luck to the Maroons from Union Planters Bank. They're member FDIC. Well, really got behind in that quarter. Was there any timeout? For quality tires at the right price, go to Marathon Tire. Marathon Tire's got Bridgestone, Michelin, Falls, and Goodyear tires. See Marathon Tire Incorporated at 400 East Main in Robinson, where you'll get the best deal in tires. Marathon Tire, your complete car care center. Don't forget the Silk and Satin Bridal Shop, ready to serve you from 10 to 5 during the week, 10 to 2 on Saturdays. After-hour appointments are available. The Silk and Satin Bridal Shop, now located on the west side of the square in Robinson. Well, quarter number 4, you don't suppose we're seeing an upset in the making tonight. 35-30 and 8 minutes to play. And the Maroons better put something together this quarter. They have trailed it the whole ball game, really. They were tied at 23 back in the second quarter, and they have never led since the opening minute of the ball game.
And one of the scary things is that Charleston went through that quarter without a team foul.
And the Maroons have 3. Here's Jared Whipke from outside. Will go. Rebound. Pulled down by Charleston. Andrew Schneers are getting good position on the basket. Here's a drive, put up a wild shot. Whipke with a rebound. Nick Brooks has got it. Now Whipke out front to Kirk Lowry. Somebody's going to try to open up. He missed a shot. Emberton got the rebound. Scott Emberton's been quiet for the Trojans also. That shot won't go. Neither team can hit it. Lackemeyer with a rebound. Lackemeyer has got a bundle of those rebounds tonight. He's been tough on the boards. Here's Nick Brooks. Fall away. Won't go. Put back by Jared Whitke. 35-32.
The pace has picked up, though, hasn't it?
Certainly has. 3-point ball game now. And Nick Brooks is going to be called for the foul. Away from the ball.
Well, that's his third and the fourth team foul for the Maroons. No fouls, as I said, for Charleston in the second half.
Here comes Kent Tedford back in the ball game. Brad Lackemeyer comes out with a breather. Trojans get it in. The drive. Shot short. Nick Brooks with a rebound. Tyson Snitker with it out front. Pace has picked up. Plenty of time. 35-32. Maroons trail by 3. Lowry in the corner. Looks cross court to Tedford. Gives it back to Whitke.
Still a triangle, too.
Nick Brooks. Tedford. Trojans have played a good defensive ball game tonight. Dumps it off. Lowry. Oh. Foul is on Kirk Lowry. He drove in, dumped it off to Whitke. Offensive foul. Not a popular call.
And he left his feet. If he hadn't left his feet, he probably got by with it.
Well,
that's third foul on Kirk Lowry and team foul number 5.
And the Trojans.
Maroons are going to be in a situation here where they can't foul to stop the clock.
Holman with it out front. Murphy guarded by Lowry. Hounded by Lowry. Now back out to Schneers. And Holman with it again. Murphy. Pass inside to Emerton. They collapse on him and he has to give it back to Murphy. Down underneath. Wide open. Good shot. That was Holman. Andrew Schneers. Right place at the right time there. 37-32 now. Back out front to Whitke. To Tedford. To Lowry. 5.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Maroons trail by 5, 37-32. Jared Whitke thinks about it. Kirk Lowry gets it back to Tedford. Tedford for 3.
Somebody's going to have to step up in the perimeter. Those 3 guys out there.
Those guys,
Schnicker and Brooks aren't getting to touch the ball much.
They've got an open shot, but they're not taking a good shot. No concentration. I mean, you can see him. Brandon Murphy to Schneers. Back out to Brooks. Brooks picks it up. Tedford on him. Murphy in the corner. And the Trojans, they smell an upset. He got away with a walk. And
a timeout.
Timeout, Charleston.
Timeout, Charleston. That's a full timeout. Well, spring merchandise is arriving right now, Rural King Supply. Be sure you're ready. Look for a new riding lawnmower. They've got several models by Simplicity, Yardman, Snapper, and Ranch King. Rural King Supply also has got push mowers, rear tine tillers, and grass seed. Don't forget to pick up your dormant bug spray, too. That's all at Rural King Supply on Route 33 east of Robinson. 4:40 to go in the ball game, and the Maroons trail by 5. I'm not sure what to think here. Are we seeing an upset in the making here? No.
He's a 3 off the bench.
Huh? You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Back on the floor now. It'll be Charleston ball. Chris Brooks will bring it in. They got the cutter inside, and that's Brooks. Kicks it back out to Emerton. Now back out front to Holman. Holman brings it out deep. 4.5 minutes. A lot of time. Schneers. Charleston, you can kind of see the life come back into them. They're playing really sharp. Chris Brooks gives to Murphy. And now Murphy still got it on the wing. Goes to Holman. George Whipke got it.
They're playing a lot of confidence. They think that they can win now.
Yep. Well, they've led her all the way. Holman drops it off. Nice job. Nice job.
I couldn't figure out what they were throwing around.
Yeah, up in the crowd. I was out on the floor for a minute. Nick Brooks drives, puts up a 10-footer, doesn't get the roll. Lackamire taken to the floor. Loose ball, no whistles. Still loose ball, no whistles. Brandon Murphy comes out of it. And it's Charleston ball. 3:27 to go in the ball game. They're up by 7. 39-32. Time becoming a factor. Emberton gives to Schneers. And back to Brandon Murphy. There's a kid that's really been important to him tonight, Brandon Murphy. Emberton, Schneers. Now watch, they're sucking them out for the back door again. Chris Brooks gives to Holman. And little reach-in foul.
That's number 4 on Kirk Lowry.
Still has not been a foul called against the Trojans in this half.
Team foul number 6, so Charleston's going to be in bonus now.
Knocked away and stolen by Nick Brooks.
Good defense.
Let's see what he does with it. Well, I wonder.
I think they bailed him out with that call.
I think they did,
because
too.
He buried the other guy.
I didn't know if he was going to go up and try to dish it off or go to the bucket. That's the first foul at 2:43.
Third foul on Kyle Emberton, team foul number 1.
And to Jared Whipke. Jared sank a three. That's big. 39-35.
Well, we may have a little problem here in the last couple minutes yet.
You'll be able to see. She's going to go to the wire. Loose ball. Nick Brooks picks it up. 2-on-1. Nick to Tyson Snifter. Got it. Heads up play by Nick Brooks and a good pass to Tyson Snifter. 39-37, a 2-point ball game. Timeout call by the Trojans at 2:15 to go here in the ball game.
Full timeout.
That was a heads-up play by Nick Brooks. They had a 2-on-1, and Nick played it smart, made a nice pass to Tyson Snifter, and Tyson put it off the glass.
2 defensive plays in a row from Nick Brooks. That's how they got back in.
The big block on the other side. He knocked the ball in the air and then went after it. Well, the First Robinson Savings Bank, proud to be your hometown bank, serving Crawford County for over 119 years. Deal with the people you know and trust. That's First Robinson Savings Bank, ready to take care of your financial needs. They're a member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Real community bank. Hey, we got a dandy going here in Charleston tonight. Trojans have led all the way except the opening minute. It's 39-37 and a 2-point lead by the Trojans here with 2:14 to go in the ball game. They've got the ball. Holman with an out front, guarded by Snifter. Holman gives to Brooks. Brooks drives, puts it up, doesn't go. Rebound, Lackamire the rebound. Big rebound by Lackamire. Kirk Lowry on the wing, gets it over to Whipke. Down to Tyson, inside to Brad. Brad up off the glass, won't go. Gets his own rebound and he's fouled on the floor, he says. Oh, come on, man. He's trying to go back up. He had the rebound, was trying to get back up, was fouled, and they said no, out of bounds.
Wow.
That's only the second foul called in the half.
Third foul on Nathan Holman.
Tyson Snifter will bring it in, gives it to Lowry. Kirk drives, open to the basket, got the shot, won't go, draws a foul.
That's Holman again. That's his fourth.
You want to help him put that in off the glass. Kirk will be at the line for 2.
Now he hadn't scored tonight.
Well, now's a good time to start, Kirk. A minute 41 to go, 39-37. Kirk at the line to shoot 2. Puts it up, sinks it.
No pressure. No pressure.
No pressure at all. Made it look good. Nice arch, nice spin. Didn't touch nothing but net. 1-point ball game, 39-38.
Just a little bit surprised Charleston didn't call a timeout. Kind of make him think about that a little bit.
No problem. We're tied at a minute 41. Down to Chris Brooks, guarded by Tripke. Brooks takes it to the middle. Jarrett hangs on to him, screens set. Lose it.
He saved it. I thought he dribbled it right out of it.
Holman, nice pass to Emerton, blocked. Foul called on Nick Brooks. He'll shoot 2, but that's a heck of a play by Nick. That kept it out of the basket. Minute 21 to go.
This be Emberton at the line.
Scott Emberton hadn't been there all night, has he?
No. He hasn't scored since the first quarter.
I said Scott Emberton, Kyle Emberton. Emberton is a guy, a 6'4" senior, rated one of the top big guys around the area. And both times against Robinson, Scott, Kyle has had a real rough night. 1:21 to go. We're tied at 39.
He only got 2 points in the first meeting. Chris Brooks was their leader with 10.
We got one there.
Well, neither coach is elected to call a timeout to try to ice the free throw shooter in this situation. Both of them still have 2 timeouts remaining.
Kyle Emberton, he sinks them both. 2-point lead by the Trojans. We got a minute 18 on the clock. Tyson Snitker drives the middle. Stops, pops.
That's going to be a foul out front by Chris Brooks, his fourth team foul, so Snitker will shoot a couple here. Tyson's 1 for 2 so far tonight from the line. That's the only thing he hasn't done right.
41-39. 41-40.
Have we had an overtime game this year, Jim?
Yeah. Well, we haven't. The Maroons went overtime with Mount
Zion. Oh, that's right.
We're tied at 41 up at the Charleston Holiday Tournament. And it was Snitker at the line that night that tied things up and made some differences. Minute 5.
Where were we that night? Lincoln Trail or something?
No, we were up at, this was Charleston Holiday. I was up there in the afternoon, I think, without you, wasn't I? Emberton. Emberton's bucket with 50 seconds, 43-41.
Well, their first game against Mount Zion was overtime, too.
Yeah, up at their place, that's right. Now we got the timeout called by the Maroons.
42.9 seconds remaining.
Okay, right.
With 4, so if they need to, they can foul to stop the clock. Timeouts, Maroons with 1:20 left, and Charleston with 2:20.
Well, the Maroons with Lowry, Nick Brooks, Lackameyer, Tyson Snitker, and I've lost one. Oh, it's Whipke on the other side. It'll be Maroons ball. Jared brings it in to Tyson. Okay. Clock's running. 40 seconds.
Charleston has changed the defense and gone straight man. Yeah.
That may be a mistake for their part. We'll wait and see.
Well, they don't want the perimeter shot out there.
Tyson Snitker drops it off. Lackameyer puts it up. Doesn't go, but he's fouled. I thought it was going to roll over.
He turned around and put the ball on the floor first. He'd gone straight up. 32. That's 5th foul on Holman.
28.5 seconds. Brad Lackameyer at the line. We've got Quentin Combs coming in for the Trojans right here. And it'll be Lackameyer at the line.
Holman fouls out with 6 points. Lackameyer,
he's gone. Well,
he's 1 for 3 from the line. 2 for 4 now.
Well, these kind of ball games here early in the season against Mount Zion, against Paris, went to the wire and they got in trouble. Brad missed the second one. Rebound pulled down. Sneers. 22 seconds. Brooks with the ball. Charleston leads by 1, 16.8 seconds.
Foul out front on Jared Whipke.
And we got a 1-and-1 with Brooks. Chris Brooks will go to the line for Charleston.
Brooks is 3 for 3.
43-42 with 16.8 seconds. Maroons have never led except in the opening minute. He rolls it in.
The roll.
44-42. 2-point game. Now we've got a timeout called by the Tigers. This is going to be a big one. They want to do, if we miss it or if we make it, they're going to get their strategy. For the best deal in tires, go to Marathon Tire, Bridgestone, Michelin, Falls, and Goodyear Tires. Quality tires at the right price at Marathon Tire Incorporated at 400 East Main in Robinson, your complete car care center. .8 seconds on the clock, 44-42. The Charleston Trojans lead by 2, and Chris Brooks will be at the line. That's Chris Brooks for Charleston, will be at the line with one more shot. For the Robinson, Chris Brooks has not played at all tonight with an injured ankle. But the ball club has played well. I think you just got to give most of the credit to that Charleston defense.
I think you're right. And it's not the first time the Robinson's seen a boxing 1 or a triangle 2. They've seen it a few times this year, but Charleston has done it right, apparently.
They've done it right, plus Robinson has not had a good night shooting threes.
No.
But that good defense puts that much more pressure, and that makes a difference. Brooks has one shot now. He sinks it. It's a 3-point ball game, 45-42. Clock starts at 16.8 seconds. Lackameyer gives it back to Jared Whipke. Maroons move it down in a hurry. Tyson Snitker makes the drive. Takes a screen. Puts up the shot. Oh, my God!
What a shot.
Ties it 5-5, 45-45, 3.8 seconds, and they got a timeout call by the Tigers. And it's got to be down here, guys, when you're out of bounds. That's not okay.
3.8 by the Tigers.
3.8. And timeout by Paris.
That's their last timeout.
Well, Snitker went around the screen, really was off balance when he put the shot up, but man, he drilled it. 45 all.
It's an even 20 points for Tyson Snitker tonight. 1, 2, 3 threes. 3 for 4 from the line.
That gets me excited. 45 all. Maroons have never led it since the first minute. And they've tied it. I think this is the third tie. We were tied at 23. We were tied at, let's see, 39, then 40 and 41. 2 seconds. Brooks puts up the shot. He's got to look, and he missed it. We're going to overtime, 45 all. Brooks.
Game up.
Well, Sneers and Nick Brooks will go at it in the center circle, the jump ball again. Whitby, Lowry, Snipker, and Brad Lackamore on the floor for the Maroons.
Okay, each team gets an additional timeout, so the Maroons have 2. Charleston with 1.
The Maroons control the tip. Paris will be in a 1 and bonus. Maroons have yet to go into bonus here in the half.
Go back to the triangle 2.
Yeah. Lowry with it out front.
There's a couple guys who left and decided to come back.
Yeah, they did. Lowry will just pull it out and run some time. We're tied. And Paris content to let him bounce the ball. So we'll just take the overtime down to the whatever they want to go. Both sides don't like that very well.
Coach Miller will just decide at what point he wants to get the ball back. Whether it's after the Maroons score or through a turnover.
Brooks is chasing Snipker. He led him around under the basket a little bit. And Coach Gillespie shouting some orders out. Watch the clock. I'll tell you when to make a move. And Lowry just bounces the ball. Each team looking at their coach, get instructions.
All this is happening under the watchful eye of Jerry Ty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hanging out the window.
4 minutes is where we started. We're down to about 2:30 right now. And nothing's happened other than we're just killing some time.
Well, if Charleston doesn't force this, the Maroons may work it down to about 20 or so and
take the last shot.
Call a timeout and set a play. Okay, now they're going to force it. They're man, but they're going to stay
Snipker.
man. They stayed man.
Brooks comes out on Snipker. Lackamore to set the screen. Tyson to the corner. Jared for 3. Jared Whitby for 3. 48-45, a minute 58 on the clock. Well, the Tigers bring it down, gives it to Chris Brooks. They've got it out front. Pressure on Paris, or on Charleston now. I've been calling them the Tigers or the Trojans. They got carried away. Brooks for 3. Off the glass. No good. Jared Whitby with a rebound. We got a foul on the rebound. Who? On Whitby.
On Whitby.
Oh, I don't believe that.
That'll be 5 fouls.
He had the rebound clean.
That is 5 fouls on Jared Whitby.
He had the rebound clean. Whitby sank the 3 that put him ahead 48-45. Here comes Chris Brooks for the Robinson Maroons in the ball game. Chris has set the game out. He rolled an ankle down at Olney the other night. They're trying to protect that, but they need Chris in the game now. They're a little rebounding power. Well, Kyle Emberton will be at the line for the Trojans, shoot a 1 and bonus. Chris is the ball handler. What's the problem there?
Did he not report?
He said, yeah, I did. I'm right here.
Well,
oh, that's what they're saying.
They're saying you did not report, huh?
He said, I stood there and I told you.
You may have run the wrong guy. You know, we've had that happen.
Yeah.
Your hometown scorekeeper is not the official scorer, and just reporting to him does not get you in the game. Timeout Maroons while they sort this out.
I don't know what the
Gillespie is.
Well, the two coaches have got into it. And Coach Miller, or who is the coach at Charleston? Jeff Miller, was telling him to get him out of here. I think what they've done now is lit the fire into the Maroons. And there was a little exchange of words between the two coaches. Now, let's see. Where are we? We had the foul on Jared Whitby.
I'm not sure who's shooting.
Well, I think Emberton was to go to the line. But I haven't figured the foul out yet. Okay, we got Nick and Chris Brooks on the floor. Tyson Snipker, Brad Lackamore, and Kirk Lowry for the Maroons. I'll finish it up here. To the line will be Kyle Emberton.
Looks like Emberton.
He'll have a 1 and bonus. It's 48-45. Maroons lead by 3 on Jared Whipke's big 3 down here. He immediately then got called for the foul on a rebound down here under the Charleston basket. And that was 5 fouls, and he went out of the ball game. Chris Brooks for the Maroons has come in to replace it. His first appearance tonight, coming in with a sore ankle. Shots up and good by Emberton. We got a minute 42 on the clock. Emberton missed a second shot. Brad Lackameyer with a rebound. Chris Brooks has got it. Gives it to Snitker. A minute 36. Maroons lead by 2, 48-46.
Charleston can stop the
Snitker
clock.
on the drive. Has it fouled. No foul. Out of bounds.
Charleston can stop the clock with a foul if they need to.
It'll be Maroons ball on the drive. Coach Gillespie wants a foul.
Minute 29.
Not going to get it. Maroons by 2. Chris Brooks gives it into Lowry. Kirk guarded closely. Drops it out front to Snitker. Tyson, careful guys. Chris Brooks backs it off. He's fouled. He'll go to the line. Foul will be Schneers, I think.
No, that was number 6. Just Maroon ball.
It'll be out of bounds, right. Out of bounds.
4th foul on Schneers.
Minute 17 on the clock. 2-point lead by the Maroons. First time they've led in the ball game. Snitker goes back, picks up the pass. Works against Brooks, brings it across the line. Minute 10. In the corner to Chris Brooks, back to Tyson, to Nick. Nick moves into the lane. Oh, made a nice pass to Lackameyer. Lackameyer was fouled, and I didn't see that one. What are we're going to shoot a 1 and bonus here. No, Nick Brooks. The official on the other side of the floor made the call. I thought he was going to call it when and let Lackameyer at the line. Nick got one. Make it 49-46, a 3-point lead. Make it 50, a 4-point lead with a minute 4. Chris Brooks for the Trojans takes it across the line. Snitker picks him up. Chris trying to move for the shot. Crowd's inside. Walk, got away with it. Out in the corner to Emberton. Emberton shot short. Brooks with a rebound. Loses the ball. The foul's going to be called on Nick Brooks.
That's 5 fouls on Nick Brooks.
Well, they traveled with the ball. No call. That was a tough one. He says, where's the travel? Gillespie's telling him what he thinks. Tedford going into the ball game now for Nick Brooks. So we got Lackameyer and Chris Brooks in underneath for the Maroons. Lowry, Snitker, and Tedford. 48.2 seconds. Shot's good by Chris Brooks. Make it 50-47. And Brooks can make it a 2-point ball game here. And he does. 50-48. Lowry takes it down the floor. Gets it across. Gives to Chris Brooks. Chris with it. Gives to Tyson Snitker. Tyson drives the lane, brings it back out front. Foul. Quentin Combs. 34.2 seconds, and Snitker will go to the line to shoot a 1 and bonus. Tyson got it. There's one. 51-48. 3-point ball game now. Got them both. Make it 52. 4 points lead. Trojans get it inbounds. Chris Brooks will take it down. 30 seconds to go. Brooks drives the lane. Jumps, puts up a 3. Got it!
No foul. I thought he was fouled.
No, I think he went down by himself. Chris Brooks, clutch shot for Brooks for the Trojans.
So 1 point ball game. They got a foul out front on Chris Brooks. That's his second.
And who will go to the line? Tyson?
I guess Tyson.
52-51.
Well, in the fourth quarter in this overtime, the Maroons are 9 for 10 from the line when it really counted.
17.2 seconds. Snitker to the line, got that one. 53-51. I'm running out of paper with all my notes.
I hope it's not a double overtime.
We'll have changed pages. Tyson's second shot. Rolls in. Rolls in. 54-51. A 3-point ball game. 13 seconds. Chris Brooks puts up the 3. Comes up short. Lowry with a rebound. Fouled immediately by Brandon Murphy. Lowry will go down to shoot a wanted bonus. Maroons lead by 3, and they got 8.4 seconds on the clock.
That was a 10th, so it's a 2-shot now.
Let's be sure everybody knows that. Coach Gillespie, I think, is reminding them of that. Timeout called by the Paris Charleston bench. Maroons come to the sidelines. They lead it by 3, 54-51, and Kirk Lowry will be at the line to shoot 2. Double bonus. Whew. Well, I was going to read a commercial here. We hope you've stuck with this one. Been a heck of a ball game tonight. The Silk and Satin Bridal Shop, they're at a new location on the west side of the square where the Vogue used to be. They're ready to serve you from 10 to 5 during the week and 10 to 2 on Saturdays. After-hour appointments are available. That's the Silk and Satin Bridal Shop in Robinson, located on the west side of the square. Well, I think, this is the first overtime game we've done. We've had a couple of tight games, but nothing like this. Maroons really are showing what they're made of tonight because they did not lead it, except in that first minute until they tied it up to go into overtime.
About 16 seconds or something like that.
Kirk got one. That's a big bucket. That's a 4-pointer right there. 55-51. He could seal it here, I think. Just let him go down and shoot and let the clock run on. He's got it. Kirk Lowry with the big free throws. Time running out. Don't foul, guys. Let him shoot that sucker. He does. Tipped around into the hands of Lackamore. Down to Tyson Snitker. The Maroons have pulled out a big one here in Charleston in overtime, 56-51. Keep the camera down there, Ron. Big win for the Maroons. Went into overtime, and they, in some ways, were lucky to come out of this one. The Charleston Trojans played really good defense against the Maroons tonight. They threw triangle and 2, box and 1s. They played man-to-man and had the Maroons off balance most of the ball game. Maroons were able to hang in there and come back to tie it up and take it into overtime and finally won it here in overtime. Well, you can tell it won't be long now till spring. Rural King is getting ready for all your needs. They've got push mowers, rear tying tillers, grass seed, plus riding mowers by Simplicity, Yardman, Snapper, and Ranch King. Whatever your needs are, you're sure to find what you need at Rural King Supply on Route 33 east of Robinson. Well, the First Robinson Savings Bank is proud to be your hometown bank, serving Crawford County for over 119 years. Deal with the people you know and trust. That's First Robinson Savings Bank. They're ready to take care of all your financial needs. They're a member FDIC and an equal housing lender. They're a real community bank. Well, tonight's ball game is brought to you in part by Hershey Chocolate and the Robinson plant, where they manufacture Heath Milk Dud 6 at the paydays and Whopper candies. That's Hershey Chocolate in Robinson. Dwayne's tolling up the book here, and we'll have totals for you here in just a second. Friday night, the Maroons will be back into Robinson. We'll host the Flaming Hearts from Effingham. Jim Corona, coach at Effingham, was here tonight watching this ball game. I'm sure he got some tips on how to